Good morning, guys. Welcome to today's video. First thing in the morning, gonna do a weigh-in. Yesterday was my first day of eating carbohydrates with almost every single meal, so let's find out what the results are for that. So good news, yesterday I weighed in at 147, was super frustrated, and then today I weighed 147.9, which is almost a 1 pound increase. That's great. I started off this journey at 146. The goal is 156, but we are moving in the right direction again, so that's good. So you want to eat breakfast? Mm-hmm. What do you got?
Strawberries, sausage, and cheese.
You gotta pop, there you go. You gotta pop that little passy out. Going for the cheese first. So Sawyer's got some cheese, some sausage, some strawberries too. I don't know if this is a little TMI this early in the morning, but yes, I did gain almost a pound eating carbs yesterday. But I am like passing gas a lot. And it's alarming because when I was on keto, I never farted. Like ever. And so even just one or two is just kind of like, everybody looks around like, what was that? So I don't know. That's probably one of the bad things about the carbs. Anyways, guys, so I'm starting off today as usual with a keto coffee. I don't think I'm gonna ditch the keto coffee throughout this journey. I just don't think it's necessary. I love starting my day with it. It gives me good energy. We've got butter, coconut oil, heavy whipping cream, and I don't have any artificial sweeteners. I don't have any stevia, no sweeteners at all in this bad boy. The good thing about this is it keeps my blood sugar levels low and under control because all of these ingredients do not have a major impact on blood sugar and insulin. And I'll tell you this right now, that is the #1 thing I think that causes obesity in America is how many people wake up first thing in the morning and they run for foods or drinks like Starbucks that have a huge impact on blood sugar and insulin. If you look at my kids' meals, they have sausage, cheese, and raspberries. The same goal is true for them. When I make their breakfast, I'm not trying to spike their blood sugar and insulin and have them crash in an hour. I'm at home with the kids today all alone, so I don't want them all hyped up on sugar. I need to be able to control them. So my kids have never really woken up and eaten like cereal or muffins or any of that stuff. If they want to do that, they can do it when they're old enough to decide for themselves. All right, so one thing I am gonna try and do is eat a meal, like a real meal earlier in the morning, especially on days where I don't work out in the morning. So since I've got this little monster right here and her brother all day long, I'm not gonna be able to train until like probably 7, 8 o'clock tonight. I wanna get a meal in. So what I've got here is steel cut oats. I haven't had oatmeal in probably 4 years. It is a slow digesting carbohydrate. I've also got another low glycemic carbohydrate, which is blueberries full of antioxidants and all that other good stuff. There's your water, baby. And we've got a healthy fat and some chopped up almonds. And then I also dashed a little cinnamon on top. Interestingly enough, cinnamon helps control and regulate blood sugar. And I just thought of this. Actually, I never, ever track. Like ever. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's necessary. I think the quality of food is more important than the quantity of food. But just for the sake of all of you, I'm gonna track today because it will be interesting to see how many grams of carbohydrates I eat. Right? I'm gonna be easy on daddy today. So I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but Carly got a new job. She was a hairstylist before we had children. When we had children, she became a full-time mom, the best mom ever. And now she is back to work because she got an amazing opportunity at a salon called Beller's Hair Salon here in Fort Myers, Florida. So if you're in the surrounding area, you need your hair cut, definitely go give Carly a shout. It feels really good to see her like thrive again and have a purpose besides just being the world's #1 mom. But what that means for me is I'm like full-time daddy duty 3 days a week until we find either a babysitter, nanny, or daycare. We're still trying to figure out which is the best option. We just moved here to Florida, so we're trying to figure out who's who here. All right, everybody, Carly is looking beautiful and on her way to go make other people look beautiful at the salon. So she's packing her lunch. What do you got here?
It's a Caesar salad, but no croutons. I've got bacon, bits, Parmesan. I had sunflower seeds, and I also like to add some almonds.
Nice.
And I kind of add a lot. I like a lot of toppings.
The more healthy fat, the better.
Yeah.
What do you got next to that, I see?
I have my Keto Crisp.
Shout out to Keto Crisp, the most amazing bar ever. Which one is this?
I like the almond butter
Yeah,
ones.
you like the almond?
They're my favorite.
Yeah. Good stuff, guys.
They're
I'm actually.
really good for work if I get like shaky, cause like or like a quick between people.
They're really good if you like feel like you're gonna cheat on your diet with regular carbs. Hit this instead. It tastes better and it is much healthier for you. I'm actually gonna leave a link in the description below for you guys to pick up some of those.
Don't judge, but I do. I put chicken, and I have to get better chicken, but I steal the kids' nuggets.
Oh my gosh.
And I put their nuggets on my salad.
A chicken nugget salad?
I do. I mean, chicken's chicken, right?
I don't know. They'll let you know.
And then also I've got my Zevia.
Yes, your trusty Zevia, which really sucks because Zevia is like twice as expensive
It's
here in Florida.
crazy. It was like $3 for, it was like $2.99 a lot of times at HEB. And here it's like $6 for a 6-pack. It's like a lot, but that's my treat.
Yeah, it's fine. It's better. Again, it's better than Coke.
Yeah.
You ready to put this thing down?
Yes.
We'll take a little nappy, baby girl.
Oh, you got
You got the hiccups? Oh, what?
Give me that.
You got the hiccups?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you're ready for a nappy. I love her.
All right, so I feel like I have to give a disclaimer on this video and probably every subsequent video after this. If you are trying to lose weight, if you're trying to reduce body fat percentage, if you're trying to get ready for a bodybuilding competition, if you're trying to get ready for a photo shoot, any of the above, you definitely do not want to be eating carbs like you're seeing me do in this video. I'm using carbs as a tool to gain weight. So if you want to lose weight, you have to remove the carbohydrates. That should be pretty obvious, but I just need to make sure everybody understands and realizes that. The other thing I want to say is keto is the truth. Almost every single one of my weight loss clients, my clients that are trying to get shredded, I use the ketogenic diet for that, and I will always do that. If you are on a mission and you need help, one-on-one help, if you want to work with me directly and become one of my clients, there's a link in the description below. You can click that link, serious people only. Because when you click that link, it's gonna open up my personal schedule where you can book a free 15-minute phone call. We get on the phone, we meet each other, we find out where you've been, where you wanna go, and if I'm a good fit to work with you. So if you're interested, click that link down below. Sawyer's awake. Go, go, go. Hi. You sweet thing. What's your name?
Paxton Wittrock.
That's right. All right, so we just got back from the park. It's a beautiful day down here in Southwest Florida. Now it's time to eat. The current time is 11:45. I'm absolutely starving, to be honest with you. I know the kids are too. First things first, I'm gonna make some brown rice. Kind of feels weird even just saying that. I threw away my rice cooker when I first started keto like 4 years ago because obviously I didn't have any need for it. But I went back out and bought a rice cooker. They're super cheap. Bought it at Walmart. So it takes like 45 minutes. So I'm gonna throw that in right now. The reason I went with basmati rice is it's a long grain rice. I did some research and it looks like this spikes blood sugar and insulin the least. Because I'm really not trying to spike the hell out of my blood sugar and insulin with carbs like until before or after my workout. And I'm not training, like I said, for another few hours. So we're gonna keep it with this. Also, this is a staple on a ketogenic diet and on the diet that I'm still following here. So we've got chicken thighs. I was lucky enough to get buy one, get one free at Publix. So I scooped up like 10 of these bad boys. I love throwing these in the air fryer. I know a lot of people are like, oh dude, you're following the bro bodybuilder diet again. If I were following the bro bodybuilder diet, I would be eating chicken breast. With like no skin, just like lean. I'm definitely not following the bro bodybuilder diet. I'm still gonna eat things like steak and salmon and cook with butter and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm gonna throw these in the air fryer, get the rice going, and then figure out what the heck these kids are gonna eat.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I decided to make Paxton a turkey and cheese sandwich. And I'm just gonna give Sawyer some of the turkey and the cheese. I'm not a fan of bread of any kind whatsoever. You won't see me eating any of it. Unfortunately, like, kids love sandwiches, and so I'm okay giving it to him. I do go with the whole wheat, like multi-grain bread. White bread is like pure poison, especially for a child. White bread is the equivalent of like regular table sugar. So if you yourself or you are eating white bread or feeding white bread to your kids, you should be stopped immediately. Here's the little trick that I do with Paxton. Now, granted, he's 3.5 years old, so he doesn't really know that I'm doing this, but instead of giving him 2 pieces of bread with meat and cheese, I just take 1 piece of bread, put the meat, put the cheese, and then I fold it up like that and cut it in half. Okay, guys, so first major meal, or actually, no, sorry, the second meal of the day. See, I'm not used to, like, this is usually when I'm on keto, when I have my first meal, it's like 12:30, but I forgot I had my oatmeal. Anyways, we've got 2 chicken thighs with some BBQ seasoning on top of that. We've got some green leafy vegetables. In this case, we have spinach cooked, sauteed in bacon grease. We've got a heaping mound of rice. I didn't measure it out. I'm just kind of going with the flow. If I don't finish it all, that's fine. Mommy is not here. Daddy is here. And we've got here. You want a blueberry? And we've got like a little carafe full of raspberries and blueberries. You want a raspberry instead? There you go. So if you're on keto, if you're trying to lose weight, this meal is perfect. Just 86 the rice. A lot of people think they can't eat fruit on keto. You can actually. It just depends what type. I always stick to berries because they're low glycemic. They don't have, meaning they don't spike blood sugar and insulin. Paxton wants to show you his amazing puzzle skills. Wow, did you make that yourself? Amazing. One more thing. I am still salting my food, obviously. You're just reading? Okay. Okay, I think you got enough books. No? Okay. Oh, I love that book.
Daddy?
Yes?
Do you want to play tennis?
Yeah, let's go play tennis.
Okay.
I got hungry again, but weirdly enough, like, I wasn't craving carbohydrates at all. Like, I didn't want sweet potato, no brown rice, quinoa. Even fruit didn't really seem that great. I think my body was craving some healthy fats. So I've got some bacon and Brussels sprouts, classic keto dish. So I'm gonna eat this. Paxton is eating a banana. There we go. And we only have a few more hours before Carly gets home to save the day. Also, anytime I cook bacon, I add it to my bacon grease. I love cooking with bacon grease. It makes the food taste so much better. And of course, it's not gonna clog your arteries and kill you and give you a heart attack and all that stuff. But believe whatever you want. Okay guys, so Carly just got home, thank God, and she has relieved me of my daddy duties. It was an awesome day with my children, but daddy's gotta go work out. Alright guys, leg workout was brutal. I'll tell you the truth, if I could put all 10 pounds that I'm trying to gain anywhere on my body, I would definitely put at least 5 of those pounds on my legs. So we've got our post-workout meal here in front of us. Let me tell you what we've got. We've got grass-fed steak sauteed in butter, and I just sprinkled some sea salt over top of that. We've also got asparagus that I sauteed in bacon grease, and I also put some sea salt on that as well. And finally, we've got our sweet potato here. I drizzled some olive oil, put some sea salt on it, and then stuck that in the air fryer for 10 minutes. It comes out perfect every single time. What else do I need to say about this meal? It's very much protein, green leafy vegetable, slow digesting carbohydrate. That's kind of the theme of what I'm trying to go for throughout most of my meals. Single ingredient foods. Not sure if I will eat after this, but if I do, I'll let you know. Oh, I need to update the MyFitnessPal with you guys. One sec.
2 hours later.
All right, so I just housed that meal. It was delicious. I'm finishing up this evening with a Keto Crisp bar. This is the Thin Mint or chocolate mint, but it tastes like Thin Mint from the Girl Scout cookies that everybody knows and loves. So after adding that, it looks like I ended up with 2,928 calories. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of afraid to look at this pie chart and the gram breakdown. Okay, so it looks like 54% of my total daily calories today came from fat, which is not bad. Not too far away from what I usually am at with keto. 16% of my calories were from protein, and 30% of my calories were from carbohydrates. So in terms of carbs, total carbs, I had 224 grams of carbs. For like the past 4 years, I've had about 50 grams on average per day. So that's a little bit shocking. I don't really know what to think. It's a little bit too early to be digging too deep into this stuff. You know, we're gonna see how my body changes, how my mood changes, how my body feels, how much I can tolerate carbohydrates. We're gonna kind of do whatever it takes to reach this goal of gaining 10 pounds. The interesting thing is going to be how much I weigh tomorrow. So I hope you guys follow along. I hope you got some value out of this video. I appreciate you following this journey with me. Again, if you guys need any help, please click the link in the description below. Contact me directly. I'd love to help you out. So I'm going to go hang out with my wife. As always, guys, keep up the good work and much love.